Hey guys, Happy Dude here, and today I'm going to try to paint chrome because who doesn't like chrome? I'm chrome. So I bought some chrome spray to test this product out. And I'm gonna test it out on this old number plate holder. And then I did my prep work like I do with any paint job. First we sand it. And then we degrease it. And then I'm gonna use a plastic primer so the paint can attach better. The plastic primer is almost immediately dry, so then we can put on the chrome spray. We start with a very light first layer, just like with any paint. After 5 minutes, we can put on the second layer. And then after 10 minutes, we can put on a heavier coat. Now they told me in the store that it could take a few hours before it's dry, so I waited a few hours and it does have some shine to it, but it's not like this, isn't it? And it's also pretty weak. Look, I'm just touching it and it leaves all my fingerprints. I'm not even pressing very hard. To me it looks more like some sort of glorified silver. Anyway, let's put a clear coat on it and see if that will protect the paint. Okay, so the clear coat has protected the paint, as you can see, but now it looks more like gray. So I searched the internet and I found out that you get a better effect if you first paint it glossy black. So it's already sanded and degreased and the plastic primer is on. So now let's put on the glossy black. So you start very light and from far away, and then with each layer you get closer and you spray for longer, and then you will get that glossy effect. And then we put on the chrome. And I'm putting on everything just in the same way. Now with the glossy black paint under there, it looks a tiny bit more shiny. But it sure as hell does not look anything like this, does it? So I did some research and I've got something here that should give me the chrome look that I'm looking for. I got the paint from cosplayshop.be. BE stands for Belgium, and they have a lot of stuff for cosplay, as you might have guessed. And they shipped it very fast, and look how well they packed it. Now that's secure. Amazing service. Oh, and look, There's even a candy in there. How sweet. And with these bottles I should be able to create something that almost looks like real chrome. Now I know there are companies out there that sell spray cans and kits to get a real chrome finish, but it's very expensive. It costs $160 for a complete kit, and this only costs $9 for each bottle. Now I did a lot of research on YouTube, and I think this is going to give me the best result. It's from Alclad, and this is the base primer. It should be good for metal and plastic, and it's already shiny black, so you don't have to buy that separately. You just spray this on, and then you can put the chrome on that. This is the chrome, and you don't have to mix it. It's already pre-mixed to use it in an airbrush, so that's also very useful. And I also bought the aqua gloss. That's a clear coat specially designed for metallic paint or chrome or gold or brass. And I also bought the gold. Well, it's actually brass, but it really looks like gold. But that's for another video. By the way, I'm using this airbrush right here from TimberTech. It only cost 20 euros on Amazon, and I get some amazing results with this. It's very easy to clean. It didn't clog on me, it didn't get stuck, and you get basically everything you need. 3 different needles, 0.3, 0.2 and 0.5 millimeter, and there's already a 0.3 millimeter in there as extra. So amazing value for money. So first we need to put the primer, that is the black shiny base coat, on our material. First we're gonna try it out on a piece of plastic, and this is the plastic itself. This is airbrush paint from Vallejo, and this is paint applied with a brush from Revell. Okay, layer 1 is done. Now we're gonna do layer 2. I'm using 15 psi of pressure. Okay, as you can see, it's nice and shiny. Don't mind the dust particles. It's just for testing, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But I waited half an hour and the paint is still sticky. So I don't know if I have to wait any longer, but anyway, I'm going to put the chrome on and we'll see what happens. And here's the chrome paint. Shake before use. Okay, the chrome is in. Let's see. Now I know you have to put this on very lightly. You can actually see the paint transform into chrome. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, I waited 5 minutes and it already looks like a nice shiny chrome. and you can see the imperfections like here. That's from feeling with my finger to the paint. It's still a little bit sticky, so let's put on coat number 2. Okay, it's not completely dry, but you can see the result already, and it's a lot more silver now, but the reflection is very dull now. As you can see, it has a haze in it, so I did put on way too much. Alright, lesson learned. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear that the black base coat sticks to any material, but it's not completely dried out yet, so as you can see, it's very easy to put scratches on it. Alright, I don't have any more time to wait, so I'm going to put the chrome on. And now we're gonna try it out on some metal. This is what I am most interested in. Don't mind that, that's some glue. This is brushed, this is airbrushed, and this is bare metal. It's all sanded down and degreased. Alright, let's put on the base coat. Okay, I waited 10 minutes. Let's put on the second coat. So I only waited half an hour to let the last layer of base coat dry because I'm a bit short on time. Otherwise this video is going to be way too much time consuming. So I'm going to put the first layer of chrome on now. And this is the effect after the first layer. Not too bad, not too bad. Keep in mind that I'm still learning this craft because painting chrome isn't that easy. You really have to learn it by doing it. Alright, and on goes the second coat. You see, I learned my lesson. Now I'm doing it spray by spray. Okay, so now it's beginning to look like chrome, but there is still some blackish in there, so let's give it another thin layer. Okay, and this is how it looks after a third light coat. It's sort of like a mirror. No, it isn't perfect, but that's because the material wasn't perfect, so keep that in mind. And also I didn't wait until the base coat was dry, so this was just to test it out and to practice. But it looks very promising, and we'll do a scratch test first, and then tomorrow I will do the test again on a nice plate of steel. Okay, so I let it dry for the whole night, so let's see just how strong it is. The paint looks flexible, so that's good, but you can see my fingerprints, but they told me that you can polish it, so let's see if it disappears. Nope. And I think it's very easy to scratch. Yes, it is. Okay, and what about if we put some tape on there? Now this is very strong tape, so but it's not coming off, so that's a very good sign, because I know I was a bit hasty with the primer and the chrome paint, so keep that in mind. And now the metal one, seems the same, maybe a bit better. Nope, it's not coming off. This one seems a lot stronger. I have to push harder to scratch it. Okay, so that's a good sign. Can we polish this up? Yes, I think it's possible. Okay. Okay, so this time I took my time to paint this steel plate. I sanded it down, degreased it, put a first layer of base coat on there, waited half an hour, a second coat, wait another half an hour, and then a third coat, and then let that dry for the whole night. So I'm using 15 psi now, and the smaller 0.3 millimeter needle is in there. So this chrome paint dries relatively fast, so you can put the second coat on after 2 or 5 minutes. Okay, so there's only 2 very thin layers on it, and it's already starting to look like a mirror. I don't know if I should put on another layer. I'm gonna try it. Okay, as you guys can see, now it has almost a perfect reflection, but it's still a little bit too much black in there. So I'm going to do another layer. Let's see what happens. Okay, now it's starting to look more like silver chrome, nickel silver chrome. It still has a very nice reflection, as you can see. So I'm starting to get a hang of it. And now we're gonna test the clear coat. Now this stuff is really strong, so you don't have to shake it. You just put it in your airbrush, spray it on, 1 or 2 coats, and then you immediately clean it off. I'm going to do half of each piece. Okay, so it looks like it's already dry just after 15 minutes, and we did lose some of the shine. You can see the left side here and the right side. It's hard to show on camera, but I can see it with my eyes. Here we have the metal. This was the best piece. And look now, it's really dull. It's still shiny, but it's more like silver now. And as you can see, the left side is still has that chromy shine, and the right side doesn't. Now let's test the durability. First with the thumb, with my fingers, and they are really dirty and greasy. Keep in mind, normally you should let clear coat dry for the night, but it seems to be okay. Alright. Okay guys, it dried overnight, so let's see how strong it is now. No fingerprints, so that's good. No visible scratches on the metal. Let's start lightly and then, okay, I'm really pressing now. So I learned a lot with making this video, and I hope you guys did too. So if you did, please give me a like and maybe subscribe to see more videos. Thanks for watching, and you all have a nice day. Bye.